Hey guys, I'm Paul Jamison, host of the Green Industry Podcast here in Atlanta, Georgia, and owner of the Jamison Management Group. We do lawn care and landscaping, and for the last 9 years, we use STIHL weed eaters. A few months ago, ECHO sent me their weed eater, the SRM-3020, to give it a fair compare and contrast to the STIHL weed eaters that we used the last 9 years. Now, there's several things I look for in a weed eater. Number one is the ease of it starting. Both of my shoulders hurt, and so I want to pull that pull cord and have it start on the first or second try. So that's something that's important to me. As well as, how does it feel? We're going to be going around the garden beds and weed eating all over the place with this. I just want something that is comfortable and performs well. Next, I'm looking for something that's durable, that's reliable. I don't want this thing to be in the shop. I don't want to have to go in the garage and fix it. I want to be able to put it on the rack, grab it, go, and have it work for a while. And lastly, what I look for is how easy it is to string it. We're constantly having to string it. I want to be able to put that string in, no problemo. Or is it problema? All right, let's do some comparison. What weed eater starts the easiest? And I would have to say STIHL. Now, the ECHO weed eater starts 100% of the time. 100% of the time. I've had it for a few months, it's always going to start. What I mean by the ease of starting, I have two bad shoulders, so when I pull the pull cord, I want it to start on the first or second time, and I've just noticed sometimes I have to pull it multiple times, and it will start 100% with the ECHO weed eater, but I feel like when I was using the STIHL in those first few months, that it would start right away. In regards to comfort, I really like the way the ECHO weed eater feels. It's just really comfortable, and we'll do 8-9 properties in a day, and I really enjoy using the ECHO weed eater. Probably most importantly to me, when looking at a new piece of equipment, is the durability, the reliability. I do not want to be doing a bunch of repairs. Obviously, we'll do the basic maintenance depending on the piece of equipment, whether it's a spark plug, air filter, fuel filter. We stay on top of that, but I do not want to be having to drop this off at the shop, or after a long hard day going into the garage and having to do a bunch of repairs. And so, apples to apples, I've only used the ECHO weed eater for a few months, and obviously we haven't had any repairs, nor did we have any repairs with our STIHL weed eaters the first few months. But I will say, the STIHL products, especially with the weed eater, year 2 and 3, we started having to do some repairs, and I haven't gotten to year 2 with the ECHO yet, but I have had problems with STIHL year 2 and 3. Some of the other ECHO products that I've used these blowers here, and that 1770 blowers in the 3rd year, and that thing's still, we have had 0 problems with it. We just changed the fuel filter, air filter, spark plug. That thing starts right up in years 3. So I'd have to give the edge, the overall spectrum of different pieces of equipment. Over the years, it seems the ECHO's a little bit more reliable. Now, in regards to restringing it, the STIHL, it is just like clockwork. You just memorize how to do it, and you just do it without even thinking. Because I've used the STIHL weed eaters for 9 years, and so to me, it wasn't really a hassle. It just pop the head off, put the string in, get back to work. This ECHO speed feed head is pretty cool though. All you gotta do is put the string right through it, and it saves a lot of time. So it's definitely not comparing apples to apples, because this is my first time working with a I don't know why I can't say that. Speed feed head, but this is so cool, because all you gotta do is just, roll the string right on through it and twist it, and it's right there. So that's definitely awesome. And it's more manual labor with the STIHL weed eaters we've used in the past, which is not a big deal. Just pop it off, you string it. But any little efficiency hack you can get with the speed feed head is pretty cool. That's on that ECHO weed eater. So in retrospect, that's a fancy word I learned in school. It means conclusion. In summary, in conclusion, I think both STIHL and ECHO weed eaters are good products. You're not going to go wrong with one or the other. I think most importantly is, what does your dealer carry? Because if you're right next to your house, you have a STIHL dealer, and a part does break and you need to get a part real quick, and you don't want to order it online and have to wait, you want to be able to go to your dealer and get it right away. And so thankfully for me, our dealer down here, Howard Brothers, they carry both the ECHO products and STIHL products, and so you can just roll right on through Howard Brothers, and if you have to get a part for, you know, a piece of equipment, they have basically all the parts for both ECHO and STIHL. And so I would just do the homework where you live, what's right there, because if you do have to go get a part and you have the product, you know, if you have ECHO but your dealer's STIHL, then you could be a few days till you get the part, or vice versa. If they sell ECHO and you have a STIHL, you're out time. So I would suggest, because they're so similar, you know, get the one that's closest to your dealer, has the parts closest to you. So if you ever are in an emergency, you're like, man, this broke, I got to go get this part real quick. You want to make sure that, you know, you don't have to waste more than an hour of a trip just to go and get the part and get it fixed and back and going. So they're both good, and they both have their pros and cons, and hope that was helpful.